As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Pylon, we have the red Protoss player. We have the Polish Protoss. It is PAPI. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player, the Ukrainian Protoss, representing Astronaut Esports. It is NightPhoenix. We go. The second series of the broadcast. Here, we're back. Alright, and if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat, as again, this is the final series of the broadcast. The last one. Last one. So far we have mirrored builds, 2-gate opener out of PAPI, 2-gate opener out of NightPhoenix. NightPhoenix is typically a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more active. I will say that there is a chance that our players are going to play very safe, very standard, getting their naturals, their third bases up and running as well, and getting into the mid game, kind of like no rush 10 minutes. There's a chance of that happening, but my faith is in NightPhoenix, and here we go. He does hide his probe, he does hide his pylon. So proxy here out of NightPhoenix. PAPI comes in with a probe scout, and PAPI, he will confirm that the pylon is missing. He's going to check further back behind the mineral line, and you compare bases basically. PAPI, he knows that he has 2 pylons, and NightPhoenix should have a second pylon as well, but he doesn't. The second pylon is missing. Now the question becomes, is it a real proxy or is it fake? It is not uncommon for Protoss players to throw down a pylon just to scare their opponents and not actually commit to a proxy. But the probe is still in position, so we're going to be committing here to a hidden building, and we're going for the robo. 1 base all in. 1 base all in out of NightPhoenix, going for the proxy robo. Now, this location is very far out of the way. It's very out of the way. I assumed it was going to be a Stargate just because of how far away it is, but no, it's going to be a robo, going to be a 1 base all in. Now, there's a give and take here. On the one hand, because the robo is so far away, this means that the all in is going to be weaker because it hits later, because the reinforcements hit later specifically. So it's going to be a bit of an awkward all in. On the other side, on the other hand, there's a very low chance it gets scouted because it's so far back. It's so far back and so far away. We see PAPI opening up with a natural base, going Sentry Stalker, Hallucination across the map. He will confirm that there's nothing here. He will confirm that there's no expansion. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. PAPI, he knows that. There we go. Shield batteries are on the way. Ooh, NightPhoenix will force a cancel. It does force one, does force a second cancel. Now going for the Sentry. Sentry goes down. Trading with the Stalker. NightPhoenix, he's gonna bleed out Stalkers here. From here, cannot get away, cannot escape. Getting called out. More Stalkers rallying across. Awkward engagement here from NightPhoenix. Where's the Immortal? The Immortal's still on the way. Shield Barriers, they're gonna finish. It was a better start for NightPhoenix, but then NightPhoenix overextended, lost the Stalkers, and now the shield batteries are finishing up. With that, PAPI is holding on. PAPI getting his own defensive Immortals. And you can see it takes so long for the Immortal to arrive, for the Prism to arrive as well. Time is of the essence. NightPhoenix with the Prism can always bypass the natural and go straight for the main. So it's micro potential. Force locks down one of the Immortals. Doesn't come down. Reforce back. Yeah, he's able to pull back. And PAPI looks like he should be able to hold on. Oh, the Prism goes down. Prism goes down. Trades 1 for 1. The Immortal falls as well. And NightPhoenix, he has nothing left. He has nothing left. And remember, PAPI has a base. PAPI has a natural expansion up and running. And NightPhoenix does not. The longer this goes on, the better it is for PAPI. PAPI has been skipping pro production. I will say that we could have been making extra workers. Probes are now on the way. Again, this game is looking rough here for NightPhoenix. The all-in has fallen on its face. Of course, NightPhoenix has to double down. Can't just macro out of this. Going for Adepts. Adepts, they could try to slip into the bases, into the mineral lines. Getting 3 pro kills so far. It's damage. At the same time, Shades out to the low ground. Force fields lock down the Adepts. Still nice damage though. That's still 7 probes. PAPI, he was late to pull away the probes. Late to pull away his workers. And not bad. Bad hit from NightPhoenix. He locks out the Immortal. NightPhoenix pulling PAPI apart. Let's try to pull him apart. Getting an Immortal kill. Nice target firing there out of NightPhoenix, and PAPI's overextending. If he gets an Immortal, it's going to be okay, but I don't think he will. Loses another Stalker. Zealots, he wants it though, does get it. Does get the Immortal, and there we go. PAPI, he will overwhelm the army, getting another Immortal as well. Takes down 2 Immortals, now coming in for the 3rd, and going for the production. Going for the production, going for the robo. And catching up the reinforcements, and GG gets called. The all-in fails, and PAPI, he will take game number 1. Whew, GG. PAPI does take the first game, does take a lead in the series. Again, NightPhoenix, it was a cheeky build, but we spoke about it. It was a weaker build because the robo was so far away. It did give PAPI some precious seconds to gather reinforcements, to build up his defense. Every second does count. In the end, does hold. We also saw NightPhoenix overextending early on. If you remember, did overextend with his Stalkers, did bleed out a lot of Stalkers early on, which was not worth it. And with that, we're getting into our next game. Oh my god, as hold on. Now, I assumed that the extended map pool was Oceanborn alongside Sandworm and Golden Aura. My apologies, that is not the extended map pool. Wait, what? Man, my apologies. The extended map pool is Golden Aura, Ancient Sister, and Hecate. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let us go. Spawning in the bottom right corner of Hecate, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss leading the series 1-0. It is PAPI. PAPI. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Protoss player. The blue Protoss representing Astronaut Esports from the land of Ukraine. It is NightPhoenix. And yeah, my apologies, but the map pool that I was associating with, the Oceanborn and Sandworm map pool, that was last season. Okay, so my apologies. So that was last season. This season, it is Ancient Sister, Golden Aura, and Hecate. These are all older ladder maps from years gone by, from recent years, I would say. Let's see. As once again, NightPhoenix immediately moves out for a proxy pylon. Now, this location is prime for a proxy Stargate, not a proxy Robo. So, I mean, I would have said the same about the last game as well, to be fair. Did we go for the same build 2 games in a row? No shot. No shot. This has to be a Stargate. But now, 2-gate opener out of PAPI. Second pylon in the main base, so once again a standard opener, and we'll see if PAPI can survive the aggression coming his way. The potential all-in. Once again, PAPI scouts. PAPI confirms that the pylon is missing. I would say that Hecate is a larger map, so there's a lot more places to scout, to look for a proxy, if you were to attempt to look for it. Show us what you got, Stargate. Okay. As we mentioned, this makes more sense. Again, short rushes inspire air towards the main base, so proxy Stargate makes sense. This is not an all-in, but PAPI with the hard counter goes for a defensive Stargate. I mean, I say hard counter, if he realizes what's going on, he can make a Phoenix. He can make a Phoenix, he can shut down a NightPhoenix. I just realized what I said. As this should be proxy Oracle. Should be Oracles here. And we'll see if PAPI goes for Oracles of his own. Setups are moving out. Setups are moving out. He's spinning a shade. NightPhoenix still only on one base. So is PAPI. Ooh, what if they shade in? They're gonna get caught out. The Stalker's on the way. The trade is looking quite close, but here we go. The Oracle is revealed. It does get one attempt. Meanwhile, we have NightPhoenix's Oracles making their way into the main. The shield battery is ready. Now we can cancel the shield battery here from PAPI. Yep, there's a cancel. He was basically getting ready for a proxy robo. Because remember, he still didn't know what was going on. But now he confirms a Stargate, which means he can expand. Oh, NightPhoenix blocks himself in. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, brutal start there for NightPhoenix. Blocking himself in. A later expansion as a result. Double Oracle getting across the map. 2 Oracles, they can watch your probes. Likewise, NightPhoenix doing the same. See if NightPhoenix can defend. Oracles, they hit the natural. The natural, and oh, they take a lot of hits. They take a lot of damage. Ooh, 1 Oracle, the high NG Oracle goes down. Double Oracle into the main base of NightPhoenix, getting 2 probes. Just 2. Make it safe. Gets an attempt as well. Barely not. Okay, getting up to 4 probe kills. And does slip away, and PAPI does take a worker lead. He's up by 7 probes. Again, that's thanks to economic damage, also thanks to the fact that PAPI had a faster natural base as well. True. His base is already done, NightPhoenix is still on the way, so PAPI does just have a greater probe production. PAPI is up in economy. Up in tech, Blink is on the way, a double Oracle back into the main base, gets another couple of probes. That's going to be 6, 7 more probes. Oh my god. And NightPhoenix is all in. NightPhoenix is all in. No shield battery. Okay, no shield battery. Low ground, boys are being fooled. So Oracle comes in to support as well. And PAPI is getting desperate. Oof, gets the Oracle. Gets the Oracle, barely losing any probes. More boys are being pulled just to be safe. PAPI is holding. That's going to be 5 probe kills. Forced to recall, he will save 1 Oracle. Sorry, 1 Stalker, is what I meant to say. Saves one Stalker. And PAPI's up by 12 probes. Now, NightPhoenix is not out of this yet. There's still potential to get damage done. Whether it's another Oracle, whether it's the Adepts. There's a chance. But again, it is looking grim for NightPhoenix. Adepts are moving in. Oh. It's into the main base. Likewise gets 1, 2, 3 probe kills. 3 probes going down. 10 Jesus, that's 10 probes go down. Okay, nice backstab here by NightPhoenix. Catching out 10 probes. Now, PAPI, he's been mining more for longer, so even though NightPhoenix does even up the probe count, PAPI still has a lead. With that lead, he's getting a third base. NightPhoenix needs a little bit more than that. Evening up the working count is not good enough. So PAPI's moving out. Doesn't go into the main. Does not go in. And we're slowing things down. We're calming down. PAPI claiming his third. NightPhoenix is still on 2 bases, by the way. We're still on 2 bases. We have 2 more gates on the way. The extra gateways here and the lack of third is indicative of a 2-base all-in. NightPhoenix knows that he's behind, so he knows he has to do something to recover in this game. And the plan, the goal is to go for an all-in. Oh boy. Now we can see NightPhoenix, sorry, we can see PAPI confirming this. Stasis trap on the right hand side, and now he can rotate over towards the left. He's looking for an expansion, and he will see there is none. Yeah, there's no base, there's a pylon, but there's no nexus. So PAPI knows he has to get ready back at home. Extra shield barriers would be ideal, extra war pins. Now is not the time to focus on building up the probe count. Now is the time to focus on the army. Here comes NightPhoenix. So let's move in. Again, it's all or nothing. Ooh, Stasis Trap is not going to be triggered. The Prism goes down. Prism goes down. Stasis Traps are still active. And NightPhoenix does try to start stepping into a concave, a brutal concave as well. And PAPI has the high ground. PAPI holds. PAPI does hold. NightPhoenix forced out. Is going to be forced out here, and with that, PAPI's getting further ahead. He's getting further ahead. Stasis trap will connect. Oof. Catching the Stalker, catching 4 probes, and NightPhoenix going for the last Hail Mary play. Could be Dark Templar, but no, it's going for disruptors. Disruptors here. Okay. If we can land a couple of Novas, even if you're down 20-30 supply, you can make up for that. You can make up for that in PvP. You can recover with disruptors. Gonna be easy, but it's possible. It's possible. wants from here, PAPI. I mean, he's just extending his lead. He's extending his lead even further. 40 supply. How many disruptors do we have? 3. Okay, this is it. We got 3 disruptors. We got 3 Novas. Let's go. As we have PAPI distracting on the right. Moving on the left. Oh, there it goes up. Raising the army. This creates the army. Disruptor, he gets 1. The other Nova doesn't connect. There's got 1 Nova left. And he's breaking through. Yeah, PAPI's breaking through the right-hand side. The Colossus has arrived. That's not going to help too much here. There's the energy overcharge. PAPI blinks in, takes down the final disruptor, and GG gets called. PAPI, he will claim the series 2-0, advancing on to the next round and knocking NightPhoenix out of the tournament. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Congratulations, as PAPI, he will claim it. Very well done, very well played. Shout out to NightPhoenix. Hyper aggression out of NightPhoenix, going into a 1-base all-in game 1, and here in game 2, kind of faking a 1-base all-in, but falling further behind and being forced into an all-in himself. In the end, he had to try to expand and macro out of it. Disruptors had potential, but as we saw, no major connections. No major connections. With that, GG, and PAPI will claim it. Well done. Well done. Well played. And with that, we have our updates here on the brackets. Whew, we made it through 7 best of 3s. we made it, PAPI. We made it. Ay, ay, ay. As you can see here, we have Homono. Homono takes down Jomek 2-1. Homono facing off against Jumi. Oh, that is dangerous. Like, I'm a big fan of Jumi. Jumi, he's our boy. We expect Jumi to go far. Jumi, he's the reigning champion. But Homono is one of those players that can cheese a favorite out. 100%. Homono, we've seen him take down Max Fax, we've seen him take down Hearthstone, and we could see him take down Jumi as well. So Jumi has to be very careful coming into that next series. Likewise, UD Soldier waiting for the winner of Jumi and Homono. Sebes is waiting for the winner of all of them. Scoring down, we have Eba up against F2 Click. We have Sig versus Hydra as well. So we have some Zerg representation down here still remaining. We have Shameless versus Mini Zerg. I look forward to seeing more of Mini Zerg. He's been doing quite well for himself when he goes up against Inexorable. Meanwhile, we have PAPI. PAPI waiting for the winner of Mixu and Demi. A ZVZ, a rare sight in the lower bracket. We'll see if Demi can have some fun with Mixu. I know Demi's been, again, having a lot more. He's been enjoying himself in his retirement. Has been playing more for fun more than anything, and is a lot more chaotic as a result. So we'll see. We'll see how he fares against Mixu. As again, PAPI waiting for them, and Exorb waiting for Shameless and Minizerg. And likewise, we have Moja, Nickrat, and Sebestis down here as well. Again, this is the lower bracket. Bearing in mind, for the upper bracket, we are going to have the Battle of the Arts. We have Arch versus Arch. For the first time, by the way, in competitive StarCraft, they've actually never played against each other, which I find it hard to believe just because they're both very active. But yeah, apparently they've never played until now. So the Arts are facing off. Scrolling down a little bit further, we have Percival still waiting for the winner of Babe Marine and Young Yakov. Again, these matches will be taking place next week. We don't know if we're going to be casting that, by the way. Typically, the OSC Rising Star tournament does, in a way, rotate between casters. Ourselves, Chicken Man, Steadfast, Dave Testa, Wardy, depending on who's available. Depending on who's available, they will be covering it. We have covered the first 3 days. We might cover the 4th day as well. We'll see. We shall see. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We do appreciate it, as we are going to be wrapping up for the day. I say for the day, if we look at the at our schedule here, we are scheduled to cast StarCraft Evolution League at 7 p.m. KST. That is 8 p.m. AEST. That's in around 6 hours. That's 6.5 hours time. And we are meant to cast, but I am feeling a little bit under the weather. I was feeling it like maybe yesterday. I was feeling it, sorry, 2 days ago, and I haven't been getting worse, but I've been plateauing, which is maybe a good thing. I don't know. I'm not feeling too well. Again, my throat is sore, and I'm very low energy. I think I'm coming down with a fever. That's why I'm actually a little bit more abrigado. Like I'm a little bit more abrigado here. Trying to stay warm. It is cold here. It is winter in Australia. So yeah, feeling a little bit under the weather. But we'll see. We'll see how we feel this evening. Otherwise, we may cast SEL tonight, or we might skip it. We might skip the cast and might try to get some rest. Depends on how we feel. I apologize for being low energy for this cast for the morning, but again, just a little bit out of it. So we'll see. And now is not the time to get sick. There's so, as you can see with our schedule, there's so much StarCraft this week. There's so many events to cast, so many events to cover. I rarely do get sick. I rarely do get unwell, but yeah, it's creeping. I can feel it creeping up on me. No. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys either later tonight or maybe tomorrow or maybe Thursday. Pegasus Cup is one of those casts that we have the option to skip if we're a little bit unwell. OSC Elite is not, because we're the only English cast. But for Pegasus Cup, like Pig is there, Chicken Man's there, Steadfast is there. Like there's other English coverage, so it's not the biggest of deals if we miss it. And for StarCraft Evolution League, it's a replay cast, and we can always move it around. It's fine. It's fine. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, though, we get better and we're able to cast everything. We'll see. For now, I'm gonna go get some breakfast and I'm gonna go pass out. I'm gonna try and get some sleep. But thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. We do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next time. See you next time. You're always high energy tonight. A little bit. Yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Ciao. Bye. Ciao. See you next time.